Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
This is Farrah Abraham.
Hi, this is Perez Hilton.
We're like the new Kelly and Ryan.
Yes.
Not really.
Uh-oh.
Oh, have you ever done a talk show pilot or done anything in that space?
I'm a little scared to do that. I mean, hopefully I'd be the best, though. Maybe that's my next award-winning category. We'll see.
I like the confidence. I'm super happy to have you here because
you.
we've only met once before. We really didn't get a chance to chat.
New York, New York.
In New York at one of my events, and there is a lot to talk about with you right now.
Well, what should we focus on?
I want to start off with something that I was championing you about. The latest was that MTV didn't want to work with you because you have been and continue to engage in adult activities. What's the very latest with that? Are you still attached to the show or not?
So, as far as I know, I'm not fired, but I also, we're not filming. So I've never witnessed in the history of...
Are other castmates filming right now?
You know, I don't know. I just know I'm the only one who has been told of me as an adult, my sexual behavior, which I mean, I'm single. I'm like, I'm allowed to be sexual. I'm not harming anyone. I'm not hurting anyone. And I'm also about like sex positivity. So I don't know why I've been outcasted or like the one out of the 100 that's been treated this way. So I don't know if the other ladies are filming, but I'm the only one who's basically been exercised not to.
Or maybe they're just using you for headlines. That could be too.
Fine, but I'm totally fine with headlines. I'm totally fine with those things. But at the discretion of me being hurt and hated on to my core and some other very hurtful things, I just think there's professionalism to a certain extent. And also, you cross a fine line of discrimination and like hatefulness.
Well, that's the thing. Like, on that show, there are people who have been engaged in illegal activities, drug use, stealing. So why is it okay to criticize you for something legal and not kick the people that are doing illegal things off the show? Like they haven't kicked anybody off for drug use and other things.
There's a lot of drug use. There's a lot of other
shadiness.
It's a lot of horrible stuff. In some other family situations, and I just hope for me speaking out about this, it helps some of their other situations better in different family dynamics, whether that's illegal behavior or not. I just think there's a lot of choices that we all need to think about on Teen Mom. I just feel like it's kind of losing, though, the structure and the benefit of showing our lives in a docu-reality tone rather than the control, the manipulation, the hurtful feelings. And I mean, I just feel like, let me live my life. And I never want to be in jail or hurt or offend anyone or shame someone. But I also feel like it's very hard for me to be 100 about my life when people keep criticizing me and then allowing others and helping others' careers, getting other shows and other things picked up, and then making me feel horrible about myself. So
does what people say about you truly make you feel bad? Because people could say the worst things about me and I don't care.
Here's the thing. I don't think I really, as we all know, I don't think I really care about anyone outside of my real bubble. But when it comes to someone who I've worked with and I've allowed myself to be open with, who they consider that they're friends with me and have used me and said horrible things for 9 years and around my child, I think you know as Daddy Bear that you don't play with my child. You don't mess with my child, and you don't mess with me in front of my child. And that really...
In front of your child?
Okay.
That would trigger me.
Yeah,
that would trigger me.
And it's just
it's a different thing in person. You know,
Yes.
online it's like, oh, say whatever you want. In person,
At my home,
the
or my
Cuban
dad's
in me
home,
might come out real bad.
Yeah, so I think when you're seeing me get upset, maybe it doesn't make sense. But I think if it was real life and someone was doing this to you, around your child, or knowing that it was going to be in front of your child, and I've tried my hardest to separate my daughter even from my social media or TV or whatever, because I know that
Doesn't she have her own social media though?
I do. I've given Sophia her own platform so she can be all of Sophia and none of the negativeness and some of the things that I have to overcome in work or my career.
So she's just on hers and you don't post her on yours.
I try not to. And I think so many people are confused with this, like, I don't want to share my family life or anything of that nature. I just don't want that nastiness, going to my daughter when she deserves the world, and she's so amazing.
Are the comments turned off on her Instagram, or people can comment?
No, I actually allow it now because I really feel like all the horrible stuff people leave about children should be seen, because our society really
People get awful on her comments?
Yeah.
I mean, on her.
Unrightfully so. I mean, many of our kid friends, our mom, parent friends, they do modeling, they do acting. They see Sophia's YouTube or Facebook or Musical.ly's. She got deleted off of Snapchat because people were so hateful. I feel like why not empower children to be as amazing and as smart and as gifted as they can be, rather than hateful to our children. So
I want to ask a very specific and blunt question.
yes.
A lot of people have strong opinions about you doing these adult experiences that are filmed.
Of course.
Why do you do them?
I would say now with the webcam and some of those things that have been going on, I feel like I'm around a lot of women all the time for my gentleman club appearances or nightclub appearances, and I'm seeing lots of ladies work hard, and webcams have been brought up. Adult industry in porn has been brought up, and I felt like with my sex tape situation, I really tried to handle it the best way that I could. And when I was given the opportunity for webcam and doing promotions and also kind of business forming that with other women so they felt more not sex shamed, I think that's why I felt okay with it. And I continue to work with manyvids.com, and I think them empowering women and making a life for their own, however they want to use their money, that is solely up to them, and they're stars in their own right, whether you want to be a doctor or whatever. So good looks, sexiness never hurts you, and just stay focused on your goals.
That's not the answer I was expecting, but I like it.
Oh, I'm sorry if I got off topic. That's just
no. I thought you were just gonna say
my passion
for
and my
money,
focus.
because there's nothing wrong with doing it for money.
There's nothing. Well, I always say to my girl bosses, there's nothing wrong with money. Make sure what you're doing it keeping to your standards of however you feel. I always work around everyone. We all have our own brands, our own bodies, our own lives. I say don't shame me, and I won't shame you, but just respect my boundaries and yours.
Some people might say that, and I don't agree with this, but
Okay.
I'm just curious to hear your take on it. Some people, I wouldn't even say shame, some people pity or think that female performers in that adult industry do that because they've had some trauma in their childhood. Would you say you suffered any trauma when you were growing up that may have led you to that choice?
I would say there's many different things. Some of my girlfriends have been sexually traumatized in some form, and maybe we all have our own paths to where we get, whether it's trauma sexually, trauma abusively, verbally, physically, whatever that is. I would say because of my therapy and what I know for my life for the last 9 years that I've been doing this, I was just kind of left in a very vulnerable state, and it put me kind of in a confusing place where I'm like, Farrah, why don't we wake up our eyes? Why can't I see what's going on? And I think a lot of people get to that state. But now I'm just trying to more so empower women to know what's going on, have their limits, don't let people take you off into a tangent. Like at ManyVids, we did this live talk about sex positivity. Some women.
What's ManyVids?
At manyvids.com, they just have ManyVid stars. So like
ManyVids.
Yes. So like Amber Rose talks about her.
She's on there?
Slut walk, slut shaming, empowering other women. I'm on there for sex positivity. Again, men or women, I'm not trying to shame them. I just want to make sure the business focus is there and sex positivity is there. But it was very entertaining to me to hear that one woman was on there. She's like, I always get called an escort, but she's like, I'm just on here doing webcam. I'm only doing this. Now, as I see it, so many people like to say Farrah's an adult entertainer all the time. She's a porn star all the time. She's a this all the time. She's a that all the time. I understand that may be for headlines, but in real life,
you do a bunch of different things.
I'm an entrepreneur, and you can. I don't know. When I talk to Forbes reporters, they're not hating me because I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm sure a lot of people also ask or think this question: what is she going to tell her daughter one day? Do you have?
Yeah, of course.
Have you thought about that already?
You know what's great? Like if I'm leaving and I'm doing a promotion for ManyVids or Cam Soda, or it has adult content on there, okay? I'm usually just saying, mommy's doing her promotions, and this is what I was paid to do, and this is what my outlook is. I don't want other women feeling shame. I mean, Sophia's with me a lot, so she sees mothers. She sees single women come up to me a lot and just thank me or feel inspired to chat about something. And so she knows where my heart is, where my disposition is, and my work ethic is.
I totally get you, because people may think different things about me in the outside world, but I know I'm a fucking bomb dad.
Yes.
I know it.
And it's in your heart.
Fact. But what I truly love, like you mentioned Amber Rose, and in some way you remind me of Amber Rose, or like a not an insult, like a white black China, in that you're really making things happen.
I hope so.
I got an email from somebody on your team, and I saw like all of the things you're doing. You really are being entrepreneurial and doing so many different things.
Yeah.
You have a boutique.
Yeah, my daughter has
Where is that at?
store. So it's called like a Farrah Triangle. It's in Austin, Texas, suburb of Lakeway. So if you're there, come say hi. I love seeing everyone.
Do you live in Austin?
I'm by LA Austin.
LA Austin. All right.
So Sophia Laurent has her own store, Furnished by Farrah, my interior design staging company, and
you have an interior design company too.
And retail store, furniture everywhere.
Wow.
And then also frozen yogurt, which is
in Austin too.
Yes. So, and we just got our first snowstorm. So, woo, hot cocos.
That's amazing.
So that's a lot of fun in Austin upon like just growing my brand and doing fun things. So let's be creative together.
I love that. You're super ambitious. Like you want to set yourself up for the future so that when Teen Mom is over,
well, I think it should be, I think.
Oh, I mean, it hasn't been on as long as like the Real Housewives. Like I'm over the Real Housewives or the Kardashians. That's been on even longer.
Well, they're getting ready to do it again. So congrats to them in their own right.
I know. In addition to Teen Mom, you were on Celebrity Big Brother.
Yes.
I was on that. What was that experience like for you?
I mean, I think I was the most hated, which is nothing new.
They always tell you that. They say, I just got a tweet that I was the most hated man in the UK from doing that.
Well, I have to say to any of the biggest and brightest stars probably in the house, I'm gonna stand up for what's right, and if people want to hate on that, then let that be. I was kicked out. I was fake kicked out of the house, and then they brought me back in.
I did that too. But I wasn't kicked out. I fake quit.
Oh, you fake quit? I like went missing. I was like, I'm gonna kill everyone in the house. But no, I think it was so useful of that project. I'm happy I took on that project because I needed to kind of just be away. And when I came back from that, it helped me understand politics so greatly in our world, that little house of politics. So God bless that.
You give such different answers than I would. I just did it for the money.
Do it for the money. I always say money is great on top of why you did it.
I only did it for the money. Some people like
I need a shirt. I did it for the money.
I did it. I mean, they paid me a lot of money.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah.
Well, I would do it again if the price is right.
I would never go back over there for BB UK. I would never do Big Brother UK again. I would if
the price is right.
Okay, I will totally do the American one.
Oh, duh, me too. Yeah. I would do the American one for less.
I know. Let's just roll down the street and go do it.
I wish. They know I'm interested. They're allegedly trying to get big names. Well, I'm like, good luck. You might get like, who might they get? You might get
I have to say though, some of the bigger names, that's all in your head, right? Some of them are the most boringest people I've ever met.
Exactly. Okay. They won't deliver. I will deliver. You would deliver too.
We will transform the fucking house.
You were.
I wonder, like, if we had some other stars like us in the house, like, I don't know, is Tiffany Pollard similar?
Oh, she's fun. Well, yeah. I'm not like you. You're not like her.
Well, no, we're not.
I would love to have her on.
That, like, I think you were also like super hated in the house. I wish.
Which I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I was just childlike.
I would love to have all the.
That was my defense mechanism. I became like a kid.
Yeah, you kind of gotta be free spirit. That.
Well, everybody hated me in that house, so I had to entertain myself.
That's right.
Like people got so butthurt that I humped a window. I just thought it was stupid. I got in my underwear and was humping a window.
Why not?
People. You were driving up here today from San Diego.
San Diego!
Were you with that on and off boyfriend of yours?
Yes, Simon.
Are you on with him right now?
Oh, no. I would say I'm more helping him out. He's getting ready. You know, his Being Simon special came out on MTV recently. So
He had his own special?
of course, thanks to moi.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, I'm helping him. He's doing
So
some
that might
YouTube
be
stuff.
his own show then.
Yes. Well,
if it
I
works.
hope, I wish him all the best.
Were
and
you
that's
on
why I'm
his
here.
special?
I was.
Oh, so if he had his own show, you'd be on that too? Would you produce it?
I probably produce.
You were? Oh my God, you're making the money. I've got to get my Farrah on. Jeez. Now that I have 3 kids, it's like, how can I make more money?
God, yes.
I'm like in hustle mode.
Well, can I say this? Because I was just reading on Forbes, the top YouTubers. Number 1 was a 6-year-old.
I'm making YouTube videos.
Well, Perez Hilton all day long. But
a 6-year-old.
I would love for your kids and you to do like toy reviews because that was huge.
Reviews.
The 6-year-old YouTuber made, I think, $16 million this year doing
No!
reviews.
No!
Yeah.
No! What's their
So
account
Sophia's
name? Would
doing
you know?
toy reviews at her store.
I'm gonna have to do toy reviews. I give him a toy every week, but we don't really do reviews.
Well,
I'm gonna have to start.
Daddy's gonna start doing reviews.
Maybe, yeah. Well, my son speaks English now because all the stuff we do is in Spanish.
Why not do it in Spanish for the Spanish?
Maybe.
Lots of Spanish kids would love that because I believe the other one, is he Asian or American? I think he speaks both.
Oh, so you're able to be friends with Simon even though you're not with him right now?
I mean, I think that's really hard. I feel like it's another mind-opening experience I'm challenging myself with because normally, as other boys know, sayonara.
The way you speak, I really believe that you've been going to therapy a lot.
Oh God!
Or you have?
Yeah,
I didn't say that in a negative way. I think that's a very helpful thing.
Well, I'm happy that you recognize that because my mom's fiance, David, is trying to tell everyone to encourage me to keep going. And I get to the point where I'm like, fuck, I'm wasting so much money on them telling me the same thing. I'm like, well, I just need to stop doing what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing.
The other Teen Mom show, Teen Mom 2.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch that one?
I don't really get a chance all the time, but I do.
Do you get along with any of those?
Well, we just did the end of the year special, which you get to see, I believe, in a couple weeks or 2 weeks.
With both casts?
Yeah, they had Teen Mom 2 there. They had our Teen Mom.
I watch zero television.
Okay,
so
it's very hard for me to keep up. And I know the ratings of television is going down. So I encourage you to only watch the best of the best, probably with me. And there's only 6 episodes, so you really get to save so much more money this season.
So there's 6 episodes of a joint thing?
No, just myself
Your
on
season.
this season.
Oh, okay.
But the joint end of year special is coming up. Perez has DL on that, the down low.
Was there drama?
There was, because they gave me my own section. Farrah has her own section. And, I'm sorry I'm the only one who demanded that because, for one, if Amber's there, she tries to attack people. She's off her crazy horse. The other ones are fair groupies. They even try to sabotage my parties here in LA. I have got to have boundaries, like the therapist has said. And the production wants to just fight me and call me awful.
How does this happen? Do you have an intermediary that requests things for you, or do you yourself tell them, this is what I want, this is what I need?
Well, because I feel like the production has never respected anyone else, I now have, even my lawyer, I have to say, step back and let me just say this. Because if you cannot respect it from anyone else, I will be that person.
I'm just so impressed. Genuinely.
My sister. Yeah.
I mean, there is something about you that you're the most, I would say, known person from both of those shows.
Well,
so you have something that the other girls don't.
I don't know what it is. The red hair?
No, you have the drive. You have the
drive.
The ambition.
Beep, beep. Drive that buzz. Yeah.
I had this girl come into my house last weekend whom I randomly met on Instagram Live.
I love that.
I shared the screen with her
oh my God, I did my first one the other night when I was doing the reviews for Teen Mom. I just I'm reviewing. You can see that now. But I love it.
Yeah, and she just knew so much about me. I'm like, I need to meet you.
Yes.
So one of the things
we should be careful with that.
My mom said that, but I'm a good judge of character. She was super sweet. I didn't mention this before, but she brought my mom chocolates, but not just any chocolates. She brought my mom Godiva chocolates because 3 years ago when we were living in New York City, I made a funny video with my mom because she couldn't pronounce Godiva. She would say Godiva.
Godiva.
So this girl,
I like
Julie,
it, Mom.
brought my mom Godiva chocolates because of that. Anyways, one of the things that I told her is,
Chocolates.
and I like to repeat this because I think that's one of the ways people listen.
Yes.
You may luck your way into success. You may step into it accidentally. You know, the internet works really quickly sometimes and you can achieve success quickly sometimes.
Yes.
But to sustain success,
That's
hard.
Yes.
And you've been able to do that.
I appreciate that.
Not everybody can do that.
You have to keep reinventing yourself all
and working
the time.
really hard.
Well, always. I'm a hard worker. I came
Me
from
too.
Iowa. I will clean my own house, shovel my own snow. I love
You
the
clean
hard
your own
work.
house?
Sometimes, not really. Not lately.
I don't clean my own
Not
house.
lately.
Yeah, let's not lie.
But I like to say that. Figure of speech.
I understand what you mean, and I relate to that too. Like I don't think I'm better than any other person,
No.
and I'm willing to do whatever a job entails. Like
Yes.
you know, if I have to audition, I'll
Naked
audition
and Afraid. We'll go
for
Naked
one
and
line.
Afraid in Australia.
I love that. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
I really appreciate your time. Thank you guys for
Thank
watching
you.
this.
Happy
if you
holidays.
are not following Farrah yet across social media, follow
Aw,
her.
thank you guys.
Follow her daughter as well.
Yes.
If you're not following me yet, follow me. If you like this video, leave a comment.
Big thumbs
Hit
up.
the like button, the thumbs up, and most importantly, share. Share this video.
Share.
Bye. Happy
Bye,
holidays.
guys.
Bye.